Claire here from Cocoandchic and welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. If it's your first time watching me or seeing my face, please remember to subscribe. Make sure that you click the link / button down below. I've just started my channel, so any support would mean the absolute world. Today I am going to talk to you guys / explain how you can take the perfect outfit photo. Whether that's for Instagram, a blog, anything like that. I have some tips and tricks that I am going to share with you, and hopefully you guys like them and that you find them helpful as well. So with that, again, I hope you guys like the video, find it helpful, and let's get right on into it. Alright, so the first tip that I have to share when it comes to taking a good outfit photo, whether that's you taking the photo for someone, someone's taking it of you, or you've got your camera or phone on a self-timer, and that's to think about your angles. Generally speaking, the sort of, I guess, go-to and easiest way to take a photo is just straight on. However, if you want to get a little bit more creative, I find that the most flattering angle for taking outfit photos is a lower angle, so from the ground looking up. This is going to make you appear taller, slimmer, and it's also going to make the clothes drape off you in a nicer way, if that makes sense. Whereas if you take a photo from a higher angle, so from sort of the sky looking down, it's going to just make you appear short and frumpy, and that's not really what you want. So general rule of thumb, take your photos from a lower angle. Cool. Alright, so the second tip that I have is to choose the right background. Background choices can be some of the most difficult, especially when you're taking an outfit photo. Generally, I'd say pick a location that's quite neutral and basic. So a plain wall works best when it comes to this. And something really good to keep in mind is a color wheel. So you want your outfits to stand out, and the best way to make your outfit stand out is to create contrast in the picture. For example, if you look at a color wheel and you're wearing the color pink, you might want to stand in front of something that's green. It's going to make your outfit stand out, it's going to create contrast. Again, if you don't have that, just pick something plain. So like a plain white wall works well. Something with a lot of grays and neutral tones also work. So sort of just think about your background. You don't really want anything to clash as well. So that's important to just keep in mind. Now, contrary to what a lot of people think, shooting outside when it's super sunny and super bright, you know, like really nice summer weather, is not actually, in my opinion, the best lighting. Just because when you're shooting outside on a gorgeous sunny day, sometimes what I can find is the sun can be really bright, you're sort of having to work with shadows, your photos can come out a little bit overexposed, they're harder to edit that way. So actually pick a day, if you can, where it's a little bit overcast, and if you don't have that option, try and choose something where there's a bit of shade, just because that way you're not fighting against any shadows, you haven't got any weird sun reflecting off your face. It's just the easiest and best lighting when it comes to taking these type of photos. Now, it goes without saying, if you want to take a good outfit photo, you're probably going to need to know how to pose in front of a camera. This is something that can totally come naturally to some people, and for some other people it can be a little bit hard, just to sort of get comfortable and used to actually being in front of a camera. So some of my go-to poses are just anything where you're not just point blank in front of the camera. So how I'm sitting now is not a great example, just because I find that it's a little bit boring, it's a little bit still, it's stiff. So one thing that you can always try and do is sort of angle yourself. So creating an angle is really helpful. Another thing that I also like to do is just, you know, with this hand sort of rested on my shoulder, sort of pop out my hip a little bit, tilt my head, just playing around with shapes. Another really good tip when it comes to posing is to just if you've got long hair, I recently cut my hair so I don't anymore, but still, play around with your hair, just do a lot of different things that are really fun. There's a reason why a photographer will get you to say cheese in front of a camera, because they're capturing it in that moment. It's like, cheese, ah. It's candid, it's casual. That's kind of what you want when it comes to taking photos. Another really good posing option is just walking. I find that walking is really fun because you never know what sort of photo will come out from that. And yeah, so just, you know, things like hand on your hip as well. Sitting down is another really great option. So just sitting down, maybe cross your legs, just try a lot of different things and see what works for you. Okay, the last tip that I have to share with you is to take a lot of photos. And when I mean a lot, I mean a ton. And what I mean by this is that when you're taking a photo, don't sort of take the photo, then run back to your camera or phone, check it, and then run back and pose again. I don't see the point in that. It's just going to make you really tired, if anything. So when you're actually in position and you're sort of playing around with your poses and doing your thing, just take photos, take a lot. So don't just be like, okay, there we go, photo, run back and check. Just keep taking them, because I find that when you're sort of done, you'll have more to choose from, and it's easier to narrow down the photos that you actually like in the end. And something helpful that I recommend everyone to get when it comes to taking outfit photos, especially when you're taking the photos yourself, is to purchase a wireless, I think it's wireless, yeah, just a Bluetooth enabled shutter button. That way you don't have to keep setting your camera up on a self timer and actually clicking the button to take the photo. You actually have the button in your hand. Just makes it a lot more free and a lot easier. So those are all my tips when it comes to taking the perfect outfit photo. I hope you all found it helpful and learnt something from it, and hopefully you can implement some of these tricks yourselves. If you do and you take an outfit photo, be sure to let me know by tagging me on Instagram. I would love to see. I will have my Instagram linked below or somewhere on the screen so you can check it out. With that, I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all next time.